Well, here we are, one more night for the DeTalented podcast. Welcome back, everybody. Before we go any further, don't forget, click like on the video, comment on the video, click subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you never miss the videos that we post. It will take you just a second, and we would greatly appreciate it. Now that we're done with that, as always, I am here with the king of Thanksgiving leftovers, the one who will eat it once, eat it twice, and eat it thrice because it's so nice, Mr. Jimmy DeTalented. Jimmy, say hi, buddy.
Yeah, baby. I'm still eating dressing.
I know.
Ate some today.
How much did he give you?
A lot.
You just got like a big, huge pan.
Yeah, just the whole thing.
And you still have a lot left.
No, I'm dwindling it down.
You are going to be disappointed.
I am. Yeah.
Can you call him at any time and be like, I need more dressing?
I thought about that. It's like, man, I could probably eat that.
Like, Dad, you're not
all the time
limited by law.
That's a good point.
To make this when it's not.
But then I don't know, man. It would
lose its splendor.
It's like when there's a restaurant out of town. Man, if we had this at our town, we would eat this every day. Yeah. And then you get one in your town, and
you know what?
Restaurant.
I still haven't been to that Chewy's place.
Me neither.
And I don't even know if it's
no.
I heard it's too expensive.
Is that right?
I heard it's not even very good. To be honest, that's what I was told.
On top of that,
no
thanks.
I mean, I had people that went there and they're like, "Man, I was really disappointed." And I'm never disappointed in the ones that we go to.
Yeah,
Acapulco, which is local.
Yeah,
Cancun, or it's not Cancun anymore.
Riviera.
Yeah, Riviera Grill. Hadn't been Cancun for like 15 years.
But we still call it Cancun.
Because that's what it was in the beginning. And then I still love Los Bravos, man. When I can get Laura to go there. To be honest, probably my favorite. I still like Hacienda. That's not even Mexican. That's Texican.
That is. You're right.
And here's the other thing about, Hacienda. I hate to cash shade, but every single thing they bring you is coming out of the microwave. That's why the plates are hot. They're not setting up in a thing. And plus, I know somebody that works there. They're like, oh, they microwave them.
You know what I like best there is their salsa.
Yeah.
I really like their salsa.
I do too.
Free love.
Yeah,
man. My favorite though, they have the best. You don't care, but they have the best house ranch dressing ever. So my favorite thing to do is I dip the chip in the ranch and then in the salsa. It's a little mixture. Boy, it make your tongue slap your brains out of your head, man.
Do you never eat La Campiana?
Yeah, I love La Campiana. I like that too. I haven't been there in a long time, but our favorite.
It's the most authentic.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I think it used to be. Now there's one that rivals it.
Oh, where's this?
It's that La Plaza that started out as a food truck, and now they bought the building that used to be Taco Tierra and Hardee's way back in the day on Green River Road. Dude, it's fine. You'll like it. You should try it. If you like La Campiana, you'll like La Plaza. I'm not saying it's better because I can't say that because I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while, but La Campiana, we started eating that when it was a little place in Washington Square Mall.
Yeah, I remember that.
They first opened it up. Yep. Remember we used to go there with old Dave McCord. He liked going there too. We'd go there after church. Yeah. And there was nothing in there but a Noble Romans and that and a bunch of whatever, like nothing, Noble
Romans will always be there.
Dude, it's literally the best Noble Romans besides the fancy one that we got over on the other
on the
side.
west side.
Yeah, but other than that, man, it's the best one to go to because most of the other ones are in like part of a Subway or something. And they are obviously play second fiddle. They lick Subway's boots.
I still think that something changed with their breadstick recipe. The breadsticks are not what they used to be.
The ones out on the west side they're better because they come out so hot.
They are. I know what you're talking about. They're good. They're different though. They're different than that. Do you remember? You've got to remember how they were.
I mean, yeah, of course I remember.
I really haven't been there so long, but when I worked there on Green River at the Ascension building, I walked over there, at least once a week to get.
That was right there. Yeah, why not? Right.
How
much Long John Silver's did you eat?
No more than once a month. There's something about that one.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Cleans me out.
Man,
it'll blow your belly up.
But I tell you what,
I like it. I love it.
I ate there so much when we worked down there.
I can tell you, Deaf and Dot was in there a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did you go to Compi very much?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because that was literally walking distance too.
That's another good one, man. Compi's good, man.
Yeah.
They got the best like fried appetizers and stuff. Like their egg rolls are fire, their spring rolls are fire, their crab rangoon is ridiculous.
Yes.
And then you can order like a regular size fried rice and 3 people can eat it. That's how big it is. The help. The
Man, I'm getting hungry.
I know. I told you I haven't even eaten today.
Yeah.
And it's what? Almost. It's 6:00 p.m. So when we leave and I get home, well, my wife did one thing I did. I made a ham for Thanksgiving. So of course she saves the hock, and she's got me some ham and beans and cornbread ready.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite meals, man.
Nice.
I love it. Oh, dude, it's one of my favorites. Love to eat it. What's the matter?
I keep hearing something. Do you hear that too, Producer Rick?
Yeah, I don't know what it's kind of like. A low hum or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear it too. Now that you say that,
and I'm deaf.
Yeah, I don't know.
You do.
I didn't know. I hear it. I just don't have no idea what it is.
And I don't know.
Maybe it's just in the.
I was going to say
in this.
Lower the volume a little bit. Nope, still hear it.
Yeah, it's still there.
Still there.
Huh. I don't know. We'll have to worry about it after the
That's
fact.
definitely no extra charge.
No, we won't charge people extra for that.
Why would we?
I know. It's all free.
Yeah.
The DeTalented podcast is free.
100% free.
And most of the time when people tell you something that's free,
there's a catch.
There's a lie.
There's no catch here.
The word. Something I was thinking about today, is because it's here we are now in December, coming up on Christmas. We got snow on the ground outside. Yeah. Oh, it's awful.
It's terrible.
But I was thinking about Christmas, and we know the real reason that we celebrate Christmas, but like how much do parents lie to their children?
It's fair game
about Christmas, is right.
Christmas.
It's like it's okay to lie now.
Yeah.
Like we tell them Santa Claus is coming down the chimney. There's just so many things. I start thinking, man, parents lie to kids all the time.
Yeah.
We lie to our children throughout their childhood, and
then we tell them not to lie.
And then we teach them that, that they shouldn't lie. Because think about all the things we lie about them, to them about. The tooth fairy. Mm-hmm. We literally tell them a fairy comes and grabs their old teeth, and then there we go. It's nuts. How old were your kids when you quit fibbing to them?
Let's see. I think, I don't know, 19, 20.
Oh yeah. We
I don't know.
We honestly
I
did.
don't remember.
We carried it on. We carried it on as long as we could because, and we say it's a lie, and it is. It's an untruth. But you're doing it for them to have fun with it and to do that. But at some point, the funny thing is you never have to tell the kid. The kids always find out. They're like,
they do.
They're like, I'm kind of catching on to what's going on. Yeah. Like, Santa didn't bring this. Like, but even now, my boys are obvious. They're all grown men. Yeah. Like every Christmas present from us that we buy, Laura kind of splits them up, and half of them say from mom and dad, and the other half say from Santa.
We did that even when they were young. Because I'm getting some credit.
You were like, hold on a minute.
I spent money.
I picked this up for Santa.
Yeah. Oh, Dad got that for you.
I think we might have done that too.
Yeah.
I think we may have always kind of split the credit with Santa. Yeah. But, I mean, we did the whole thing, man. We did we still do. We do the cookies and eat half of them at night. And every Christmas Eve.
You still do that?
I have to wake up and eat cookies.
You're doing that for Malia.
Yeah, but she would do it for the boys too.
Okay.
Just for but now I will say this. Every one of my grown men boys are Christmas freaks. They love Christmas. Which is funny because, I like it. I have fun with it, but Laura is, it's one of the things that she doesn't really care for. Yeah. I mean, she hates the commercialized part of it, and she hates the hustle and the bustle and trying to get out. Dude, even now, traffic sucks.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so terrible, man.
It's horrible.
And I don't know.
Well, I'm with her because I'm not fond of this time of year. I don't like the Christmas season. I just don't.
Do you not? So what's the reason you don't like it?
It's the consumerism, the commercialism, the everything is so, it's like more stressful.
The funny thing is it's like supposed to be like this big time of peace and stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody turns awful to each other.
Yeah, man.
You look at one of the funniest things you can do is like look up like Black Friday fights. I mean, dude, people will fist fight in Walmart over a TV or whatever that they feel like they're going to get. And we even talked about it before. They mark all the prices up several months in advance just so they can mark them down. And really what they're getting is what retail should be when you get the big, oh, look at this. Now, I will say that the Amazon Black Friday stuff you get some deals on there, man. Which is the only way that I really shop anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, I guarantee you won't catch me at the mall. When's the last time you've been to the mall?
Oh,
well, I know, but
a few weeks
we
ago.
went there for a specific purpose. We
did.
went in one store and we got out.
You are correct,
But
sir.
when's the last time that,
Prior to that, years.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't go.
I couldn't tell you.
I can't understand people. Dude, remember when
Well, here's how long it's been since I went. When I walked in, I was looking for Chess King.
Yeah, that's a while.
That's a joke.
Are you sure?
I was a kid. That was Chess King. You guys remember the Chess King of the 80s?
I remember Chess King.
Yeah, that was like 80s era mall.
Berman's Leather.
What was another one?
KB Toys.
Oh,
Gus
yeah.
Turner Sports.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to go there. We used to love it.
Well, that was the thing when we couldn't drive. We were 12, 13. We'd get dropped off at the mall. And walk around. That was the thing to do here in Evansville. Rick, did you ever come up and walk around the mall?
I was skateboarding.
I was going to say you actually out there
pretty much avoided it.
Yeah, it was good that you did.
I mean, every weekend we either went to a movie,
movies or mall.
the
that
mall.
was it. I mean, that was pretty
We
much.
did a lot of movies.
Yeah,
because actually movies were good to go to.
Yeah, man, movies were fun.
Where did you go to? What theater did you go to?
Henderson.
Henderson. Showplace Cinema in Henderson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we used to go to East and stuff, but most of the time we ended up at South where we could get in there for, what was it, $2?
Oh, it was so cheap.
The $2 movie.
Yep.
That's where I went when I was over here because my grandparents lived on
Makes sense.
Marjabeth.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Dude, I remember going there and us watching like Tales from the Crypt Part 900 or whatever it was, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you remember that?
Yeah.
And then I still remember like something crazy happened with some people there during that movie. I feel like you were throwing popcorn at people or something.
That's probably true. Yeah.
And I think it was some people I think it was an older dude that was going to murder us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And that's what it was. And I think we got threatened and I think you popped off.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I don't so much.
You know what I learned in life, man?
What?
Is the loudest guy in the room, he's not the one you worry about.
That's right. It's the quiet guy.
It's the quiet guy.
That's right.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
If you're getting ready to, let me give you some, if you've got any young viewers out there, let me give you some advice. That old man, he done lived his life. He ain't got nothing to lose.
No.
Come between you and him, he'll put you in the hospital and gladly go to the jailhouse because he ain't going to let you hurt him.
Yeah.
And,
too old to fight, too young to die.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And there's, it's the same way with the quiet. Like I said, man, quiet guys, man. Them mouthy dudes that all talk about how I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. Dude, they don't. You get them in a situation where it's time to go, they'll be the first ones to duck out and run. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've been watching these videos on. I got a couple new YouTube addictions because I've tried to cut back on the politics, right?
Yeah.
And so one of them is these First Amendment auditors. These videos are hilarious. So they go video in public, which constitutionally the Supreme Court has said that you can film, record, take pictures of anything your eye can see from public. So that includes license plate numbers. Like people are always like, it's illegal. You can't record my license plate number. You can't, dude. If you can see it from public,
right.
And they'll be like, well, but you're recording a private property. It's like, yeah, but I'm standing on the sidewalk and I'm recording from public.
Yeah.
And I can see that from public. And they do it for a reaction is what that's what they're doing. They're auditing. Yeah. And their goal is to get the cops called on them and then to see what the cops do. Right. So good cops who know what they're doing will come and they'll say, hey, listen, this is their right. You can't do anything about it. We can't trespass them from public property. They haven't committed a crime.
Yeah.
While other ones don't know and they get schooled and a big portion of them end up getting sued and complaints lobbied on them. But there's always some Karens and some people that just get fed up and just cannot believe, they're okay that whatever building they're at has 20 cameras on them. But the fact that some guy's standing on the sidewalk with a cell phone recording and they can see them, dude, they'll come out acting nuts. And so once they touch that First Amendment auditor, they've assaulted you. If I'm if I'm filming you and you don't want me to, and you grab my camera, that's assault.
Right.
And then, dude, they're at the ready. They pepper spray the crap out of people. And, dude, it's hilarious when you watch these people. This one dude was like, what are you talking about? I'm from D.C. to D.D. You don't want to mess with me. And the dude went, and the guy was like, oh, my God, I can't see. Help me out. Just, dude, the biggest fit I've ever seen. He was saying his eyes were bleeding. He ran into his car. He fell 10 times. The auditor's like, hey, man, just sit down. Just stop trying to walk everywhere. Yeah. But, dude, they're pretty much hilarious.
Oh, man.
And then the other new addiction I've got, this one's even funnier, dude. There's this line cook at a restaurant, and he films this the whole day with a GoPro. And, dude, I just get sucked into watching this dude throw down. And wherever they're at, it's super busy, and he's by himself. This dude's quick and efficient. And people try to comment. I try to stay out of comments because people are so ridiculous. But, dude, people are on there talking about, oh, you didn't change gloves between this and that, and you didn't do this. Like, dude, you've never. The reason it's interesting to me is because I've done that in my life.
Yeah.
It's to be, and if I'm being honest, this is one of the jobs I enjoyed the most. I loved it.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I don't know. It's what I'm watching on YouTube compared to the old Fox News or whatever.
So it's relaxing to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
easy
to
go to sleep. You ever watch
like
the people like building cabins?
Oh yeah,
in the woods? That's pretty relaxing.
Yeah, because I told you I watched the whole Homestead Alaska thing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that I just seen a new one drop before we started this, so I'll be
what
watching that tonight. Well, but those are only like 20 minutes or 25 minutes, not long. I told you I have not finished Stranger Things. I've only got the first episode done, and I ain't even got to watch Landman yet this week. The Tulsa King finale was fantastic. Yeah. I think we even talked about that a little bit last week because that happened before.
We did.
That happened before last week. And we talked about the railroad killer and all that, man. And I've still been shocked. I've kind of been looking at that all week because I was, I was so surprised that I didn't know that Holly of Holly's House, that Holly Dunn was the one that was actually in Lexington. Like I said, I had always thought for some reason, my mind connected it to that there was some, that he was here in Evansville and someone escaped from him, but it was her.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at serial killer stuff too. I don't know. We're on the verge here. See, I love talking about it, but it's not like we're a true crime podcast. But it seems like it's taken that turn for the last few weeks because we just been talking about this crazy stuff. And again, that's another one of the crazy replacements that have taken over instead of the news that I used to watch is these serial killer documentaries. And so we kind of been talking about them. And then I even looked a little more at the Mad Dog Killer, man. And did you guys end up seeing why they called him that? Remember, so I asked a question, how did he get the moniker, the Mad Dog Killer? And we didn't really read it. I read it up better, after we shot the episode and found out that the reason he didn't get that name until his trial. And the reason is because he was so wild that they put a dog chain on him in court.
Really?
And so that's how he got the name.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was there any truth? Did you see anywhere where he put dimes
I didn't see anything about the dime.
Okay.
Man. The Dino. I didn't see anything about that. But, speaking of that, I know there was a court case not too long ago, and I don't even know if it was a murder case or whatever, but I guess there was some dude that wouldn't shut up, and the freaking judge had a muzzle put on him. Did you see that?
A muzzle?
He muzzled a defendant.
Really?
Dude, can you imagine getting muzzled?
No.
Yeah.
So did he look like Hannibal Lecter?
I don't know. Oh, look there he is. That man appears in court wearing a muzzle.
That can't be real.
Dude, it's real. It is real.
I can see where they have like those spit guards.
No, this was a muzzle, man. That's the guy right there on that Facebook, True Vine Health and Fitness. That sounds like a good true crime channel.
That's not that.
That don't look real. I don't know. Is it though? Is that real?
That can't be real.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
He's chained up, seated up. He's got everything going. I was watching something the other day, and I'm glad they didn't have this back when I was younger. But so now, when people
that is not real.
When people are being real unruly. You know what, man? That's not the guy, though, man. That's not the one that I'm talking about. Look,
That's Kano.
Kano, yeah, yeah. But so now, man. So if the cops are trying to detain or arrest you and you won't cooperate, and it's gotten past the point of them just trying to get you, they put this thing on you called the strap, and it literally, it's like they tighten this cocoon up on you. Dude, they chuck you in the car like a daggum. Use something called the strap.
The strap.
It's nuts. Several different tools, please use. Calming device, the grappler.
That's I think on car chases.
I don't know.
The wrap.
To restrain
wrap,
people.
the
wrap. That's it. The wrap. A full body restraint system. That's The wrap can
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49.
We gotta skip the ad.
Wow, I want to know how to reduce my energy bill.
I'm Sergeant McConnell with the Pavilion Police Department. Today we're going to be showing the wrap, which is a device that we use. So we're going to control the legs and get those together. Then we're going to grab the ankle strap and we're going to pass that underneath the ankles. It's just like a belt, and it's going to hold their two ankles together, so now they just have one leg instead of two. The next thing we're going to apply is going to be the leg harness. The leg harness is going to go underneath there, and then we're going to apply the belt towards the ankles and moving towards the hips.
Yeah, look at this.
And what this does, it has 3 metal bars in it, and it keeps them from being able to bend their knees. A common way that people resist arrest after we've handcuffed them is they start bicycling their legs to try to get up to their feet.
Man, how wild do you have to be getting?
Well, that's the thing is I've seen it, them trying to use it on videos, and
well, you've got to be somewhat still. Like this guy is still.
That is not how they got their action.
No, probably not.
But look, so really what that is so back in my day, you got what was called hog-tied.
Yeah.
And they would put the cuffs on your wrists, cuffs on your ankles, and then cuff them together.
Yep.
And they would literally pick you up like a suitcase, and they would throw you in the car.
Yeah.
You did not want to be hog-tied. And I think when people got hog-tied, there was like a bunch of times where they had like shoulder dislocations. And so this is probably considered a more, humane way. And I'm all about being humane. But you know what? If you're acting stupid to the point where they have to put that on you, if you get injured, that's on you. That's not.
How about cops start using tranquilizers?
Yeah, well,
I'm sure there's probably some kind of.
That'd be cruel and unusual punishment or whatever.
Or it could mess with somebody's medication or something.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah,
there's at least a chance you're not going to die.
Here's the. You know what?
Right.
Here is the crazy thing about their non-lethals though is that they don't affect everybody the same. So, man,
I've seen plenty of videos where people are ripping out the
they're like, that don't do nothing to me.
Taser barbs.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And dude, there's one, I just told you about those pepper spray or OC spray videos. Like they sprayed on this one dude and he opened his eyes and was like, give me more. Dude,
man.
He was just never closed his eyes. He was drooling and stuff because that stuff gets, you know what it is? It's capsaicin.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's chili pepper extract. Have you ever rubbed your eye after you ate something as simple as a jalapeno?
Yes, I have.
It sucks.
It does.
And so, dude, the fact that there are people but I'm telling you, man, listen, I swear, I was in the labor's union when I was young for a little bit, and we would go and do this training at a school when work was low and you could still get paid to train to get more jobs, so you'd have more stuff available when it come open out of the hall. And one of the things I did was asbestos training. And so when you do asbestos abatement, they call it, or removal, is you have to wear full face, like we were talking about, that it really takes to protect you. So what they would do is they would use this stuff called irritant smoke. And you had to take a hit of it without the mask on so you could see what it did. And dude, it was terrible. It felt like your lungs got exploded out of your chest, dude. And there was this old hippie in there with us. And then after they did that, they would give it to you with the mask on. to make sure there was no reaction.
Right.
That's a fit test. Dude, there was this old hippie in there with long hair, and they blew it to him to test him for it. You know, when the first one without the mask on. And, bro, I think I've told you this before. He just did like this. Hit it and sucked it all in and then blew it out and was like, they were like, well, never seen anybody do that before. He's like, yeah, I've been at it a while. And I'm telling you, I can't tell you how uncomfortable that irritant smoke was in your lungs. If you've ever, I don't even know how to, I guess maybe if you've been in a fire or something, you could maybe get that kind of reaction from something, but it was awful.
So the mask made it quite a bit better.
The mask, if it's fit right, makes it non-existent. Yeah, because, man, that asbestos ain't no joke.
Oh,
you end up with mesothelioma.
That's right. I've seen the commercials.
Yeah, dude. And mesothelioma is like the worst type of lung cancer you can get, dude. Most painful, because what it does is it is cancer of the membrane that protects your lungs. Yeah. So it's not something that you want. Asbestos abatement is a crazy job. So before you go in, you shower. You have to put on like one of them white suits, what they call Kevlar or whatever they are. You know, like a full body suit that you put on. It's like paper.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You put that on and you got to wear the mask. And then you can only work in there 15 minutes and you got to come out, time out of it, take another shower. Then you got to go out for like an hour. And then you go back in, take a shower,
do the same
15
thing.
minutes. Yeah. I never understood why you had to take the shower before you went in, because it's not like you're, contaminating anything.
Right.
It's already contaminated, but that was the rules or whatever. They had these big showers, big showers set up. Big, nice, warm, comfortable shower. You go in and take them. They were like stalls, but it was what it was. I mean, I'll be honest. And at that job, when I went to that school, I learned a lot of cool skills, man, a lot of cool things. We used this thing called a burning bar. I don't remember what the temperature was, but the way they trained you on it to show you what it could do, they had a 2-foot thick concrete wall. And all you do, that burning bar is literally not lit, nothing. It's a metal bar hooked to whatever it hooks to. And then when you touch it to that concrete wall, it just will blow right through it, dude, like it's nothing.
Wow.
It's like a 50 cal. You ever seen anybody shoot? Have you ever seen sniper videos where they're popping people through like concrete walls and stuff?
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy.
I know.
And then even if they shoot them through the concrete wall, it looks like they almost liquefy, man. Yeah. And I think that's 50 cals. I think that's what it is. Our military's crazy. Pete Hegseth, they're trying to get on him right now because he's bombing those drug boats. They're saying that's illegal. That's illegal. It's murder. It's like, why are you okay with them coming over and murdering our kids with fentanyl?
Right.
Yeah, it's not. They're deemed terrorists.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I've literally dealt with young people, way too young, that have died from fentanyl. I've done funeral services for them. Yeah. So it's really, really sad that half of our country, or however many people, think that, no, you can't just kill them. No, they're killing it. They're killing. I don't know how many boats they've got, but how many people, how many lives have they saved by making sure that particular batch of fentanyl didn't get into the country?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. What have you been thinking about this week?
Just dressing. That's it.
All you're thinking about is dressing?
That's it. That's all. That's the highlight. That's where I'm at in my life. That's the highlight of my life, is Thanksgiving leftover dressing. That's it.
But it's so,
I mean, it doesn't take much to make me happy.
Now. There's my song.
Why would you say that?
Well, because it is.
I'm going to hold on.
It's Thanksgiving now. Does your dad make dressing for Christmas?
No, he doesn't. No.
What's he make for Christmas?
It's more like I said, ham. Ham and
cranberries,
mashed potatoes, and gravy, and macaroni and cheese, and I make a green bean casserole.
So basically, you do Thanksgiving without the turkey.
Pretty much everything except for
dressing.
turkey, and without the dressing too. So, what's your favorite Christmas item you only normally eat around Christmas time?
Well, I would say the ham, but we do eat it at Thanksgiving and
No, this would be something that you
Christmas.
only eat during this time of year. I've got something in mind.
That I only eat during. What do I only eat during Christmas? You know what, man? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
And it doesn't even have to be that day. It can be the season, from now until New Year's.
I can tell you one thing, even though I eat it throughout the year all the time, but for sure around Christmas we always go and make a trip where we go to Chopstick House and eat inside there as like a Christmas treat. We always do it right around, maybe not Christmas Eve, but we'll do it right there that week of Christmas. We'll be like, hey, it's time to go do our Chopstick House meal. But I don't know if that really hits the target that you just laid out.
It doesn't.
So, man.
Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm thinking of something specific for me.
I don't eat fruitcakes.
Yeah, I don't eat fruitcakes.
I don't eat spice cakes.
Yeah, me neither. And
you know what I eat?
Simple
I eat I eat a lot of those chocolate covered pretzels with like peppermint and stuff crushed up on them.
Oh yeah,
a lot of peppermint candy, like a lot of that's one thing. Oh, and peanut brittle.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah,
that's another one. That's very Christmassy, isn't it? No, and this is something. What about you, producer Rick?
Sugar cookies. My wife goes crazy on sugar cookies because I love them, like real thin, brown properly.
Yeah.
And then every Christmas Eve we go to sushi. We take the whole family out to sushi.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's a good Christmas Eve meal.
Yeah.
Popcorn's another one. Like the whole, like somebody always gets us one of those tins. It's got caramel, cheese, and butter flavor popcorn.
Yep. We used to do it as that stuff that goes around the tree.
Oh yeah, the popcorn strings. Yeah. Popcorn balls. Yeah. So there's a few things. Candy canes.
Yeah. See, for me, it's just one thing. For some reason, it's those little cherry cordial. It's like the cherry and the cream surrounded by chocolate. It's just like a little. I don't know why. You get them at the dollar store for $1.
I would eat those if I wanted to puke. But
they're not. Hey, to each their own.
Yeah, I
but I'll eat the whole box, and then I do want to puke
after
after that.
I don't like.
And I'm not even a sweets guy, but every Christmas I have to do that. But you know what? Every Easter I have to eat some Cadbury eggs, and it's the same kind of thing, really.
Oh, every Easter you got to have Cadbury eggs. Yeah. I totally agree to that. Like we start getting them as soon as they drop on the shelf, man. Yeah. Now, when you say Cadbury eggs, though, I'm talking about the Cadbury egg little chocolates that's with a little crunchy candy. No. You talking about the yolk ones?
Yes,
those are disgusting.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't eat those, dude.
Well, you don't appreciate the finer things.
I do appreciate the finer things, but I also dude, that whole wet inside of the candy, like those are gross.
No,
man.
They're not.
I don't like them. Do you like Peeps?
They're okay. I mean, they're nothing special.
I like them roasted. Remember, we roasted them camping. Those are good, but
yeah.
I don't like just eat Peeps,
Yeah, I wouldn't think you would because you don't like that texture.
Yeah. I don't really like marshmallows that much.
Yeah, I'm not a big marshmallow
guy. S'mores are good.
Yeah.
But definitely not something that, I go for.
Yeah, me neither.
Not something with rotten milk inside of it.
Right?
With something yellow. Who knows what that is?
Oh, that.
And now that RFK is there, it'll probably won't be yellow no more. It'll just be purple or something.
Well, it's funny. The yellow it's the same thing. It's the cream. But there's
it's
something
yellow
about it.
It's yellow number 5 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
You're not supposed to eat
whatever it is, it's good.
Yeah.
And I'll eat it.
But I do love
every year.
But there's other things, man, around Christmas tree. The Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. Those are fire.
Yeah.
The like I said, peanut brittle, but not only that, usually we'll end up with some candied nuts, the sweet more candied nuts. Like I usually don't like the sweeter, I'm not a fan of honey roasted peanuts and stuff, but at Christmas time they put out them kind of candied nuts. Those are real good.
What about the Hershey's pot of gold boxes? Where you just get different chocolates with different fillings.
Well, we definitely probably get some of those, but I don't think I usually eat those either. I mean, just because I don't know, that's just not something I guess we pick up.
Another holiday, Christmas holiday.
It is.
I'm probably getting ready to make my wife stop watching, but my grandma, she made fudge every Christmas.
Yeah,
fudge is another one that people eat at Christmas,
and she also made the cracked. I don't know. They put it looks like glass and then just shatter it after it's cooked.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just talking about hard crack candy.
Yeah.
Always
every Christmas.
Yeah, that's super good, man. Yep. The kind you have to put in there, and you literally got to get the hard crack. Oh, and then they put the powdered sugar on top of it.
Yep.
Yeah, those are good,
Yeah,
man.
my mom makes that. What about the
Divinity, remember that?
yes?
That was a
that's-
Christmas
that's- Okay,
candy.
what about puppy chow?
Okay, but I was just going to say.
Yeah.
So one thing we eat every Christmas, she's already bought the stuff to make it, is Chex Mix, homemade Chex Mix. Laura always makes, and it's one of the biggest hit. She's got the stuff to make the first batch. That will probably last a day or two, and she's got enough to make a lot. But everyone in my house will eat it until it's gone, man. And it's got like she puts the good, man. It's just so good. The good seasoning on there. You can't. It's not like buying I mean, I like the Chex Mix you buy at the store, but it's not like the same as.
You know what I like? I like the Gardettos.
Yeah,
And it's got the little brown bagel chips.
well, those are in the Chex Mix.
They're
Laura
in-
puts Gardettos in there, the little
Okay.
breadsticks.
she puts the brown bagel chips in there.
Yeah, absolutely, and the white bagel chips.
Yeah,
Whatever
I like
those are called.
I like the brown.
Well, the brown ones are called rye chips.
Those are good.
Yeah, they're they're
That's
fantastic.
the best part of it.
I
It is.
agree.
Yeah, yeah. You know, matter of fact, those only usually last the first day, even though the Chex Mix keeps on going.
I always pick those out.
Everybody picks those out,
Yeah.
man. Everybody picks
Yeah.
those out. You know what those are? I don't know if you guys like it or not. It's one of my favorite. Everybody always brags and loves the Texas Roadhouse rolls, and they're good. They're okay. My favorite restaurant bread that they bring unlimited is Outback's, that brown rye loaf that they bring, and whatever it is, man. I love that stuff, man.
Man, you know, I think my favorite restaurant bread, man, I'm gonna say Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Those are pretty good.
You can buy those at Target now.
Oh, so for years now, a couple years, my wife has a recipe. She makes pot pies, but the crust she makes out of the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh,
Dude, you've had it, right?
I don't know that I have.
Man, you need to eat some of that.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
I tell you what, she was a little bummed. She bought all the stuff to make a turkey pot pie.
Yeah.
We had a 20-pound turkey. We get home from going to lunch on Sunday. All the turkey's gone.
Oh.
So she's got like the shell. She's got everything ready. She's like, oh, man.
Just no turkey.
Just no turkey, yeah. And
Who demolished your turkey?
one of our boys named Trevor.
Just killed it, huh?
Yeah, no, but that's okay too. We're all right with that. We're like, hey, man, he's eating it.
course.
You know, it's what it is. I was like, Laura, we can buy like some, another little turkey and
you just have to do it again.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Just have to
right.
do it again.
Why not?
Yeah, it's like you just got to make that pot pie quick. Can't be letting that thing sit in the fridge. We still got a little ham left though.
Do you?
Yeah, man. I love the ham. I think Sam and I think all them boys made a big dent in that turkey. Man, it's so funny because, like I said, I know we've talked about it just last week, but it's so funny how that the whole Thanksgiving leftover thing is just like a craze, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. I don't like, even me, and I've told you, and everybody who knows me knows I don't like leftovers. I don't like eating the same thing close together, but at Thanksgiving I sure will, man. I had the other day, I think it was Saturday, man. My big meal was ham, turkey. I had the dressing, mashed potatoes, the leftover dumplings. Dude, I ate all that for like lunch or something. Yeah. It's just so good.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And we usually don't make chicken and dumplings for Thanksgiving, but she did this year.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know. I mean, your favorite thing is just the dressing. So So what if all the other Thanksgiving leftovers weren't there and you just had the dressing? Would you be all right with that?
I'd be 100% okay with that.
So really, that's the main thing you want.
That's the main
Here,
thing. Yeah.
I got one that I thought you only ate at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
What's that?
And you always wanted it. The cherry cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had cheesecake this year. It wasn't cherry. It was like caramel.
So your mom always made you though a cherry cheesecake before, right?
Yep.
And it was with the Mancino or whatever they are, the cherries on top of it. And I like that. But to me though, my favorite cheesecake is just plain like New York style cheesecake. Just the cheesecake, dude. Just the cheesecake. Plain cheesecake is so good. But there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you're the one that asked the question about one thing you eat at Christmas.
I just had the one answer.
I know, but I don't have one answer. I've already discovered several things
that you eat around that time.
Well, because
for me, it's just that one.
A lot of the stuff's not. No, I just think you're not.
No.
You're just not focused on what it is. You just can't remember.
That's
remember,
it.
Remember.
Ask me something that I would eat other than those cherries. Ask me.
What would you eat other than those cherries?
Nothing.
Oh,
See? Told you.
There you have
One
it.
thing.
You heard it here first.
Lies.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Man, that was that's one of the things about, this whole you can't try to lose weight from November.
Oh no,
to January.
It's a wash. It's a wash.
It's just impossible, man. And who would even want to? Who would start a diet right now?
Well, I know I need to.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to.
Chances are, I don't know what the chances are, but chances are you'll live till after Christmas.
You don't know what those chances are.
I said that. I don't know what the chances are.
Those chances are.
But I know that you probably will.
Well, there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance. And then you can go on whatever diet you want.
Yeah.
What's the next diet you're going to try? You are a diet. I don't know, Producer Rick, if you know this or not. Jimmy is a fad dieter. He diets different diets. He'll go keto, but he'll say, I'm not doing keto. I'm just doing low carb. How many carbs do you eat? -5. He eats complete keto. Is what
it's not keto. It's low carb.
So anyway.
It's low to no carb.
What's the other ones that you've done?
Low calorie. I mean, it's really not a whole
low
bunch.
calorie is definitely the worst.
It is the worst. That's why I moved away from it. It's like, okay, so low carb, but I can eat and not feel hungry all the time. Yeah, that's... And then, heaven forbid you eat a balanced diet and exercise. I steered away from those kind of things.
But
that's not really my thing. Why would I eat a well-balanced diet and exercise?
There's so many opinions on diet, though, on like what, because like even balanced diets, like, there's some that are proponents saying that carbs are bad for you.
Yeah.
Bad carbs, right? So green carbs are what they pretty much tell you that's good. Actually, here's what the way they explained it to us when we did keto. And keto does work. Keto works really well for my wife. Is any carbs that grow above the surface of the ground are good. Any carbs that grow below the surface of the ground, not good. So
do potatoes grow on top of the ground?
Nope. But so when they first did keto, though, the way they did it is they went over to these countries where and they did studies on the native people of those countries before the West got to them, right before they got Americanized or whatever. And then what they found was back then they had perfect teeth, they had heart disease didn't exist, overweightness didn't exist, and they were just naturally on a keto diet. Like they ate meat and good cultivated, vegetables and fruits. And then after the West, when it was introduced, and we literally started shipping Swiss rolls and Ho-Hos,
right,
and just high bad processed carb food. Now the same places have the highest rate of like heart disease. They have no teeth in their head. It's completely changed. And the only thing that changed about those people, because their lifestyle's pretty much the same, is they have access to the Western world's food, carbs. And if you look, that's why, and here's a little piece of trivia. Not only is the United States the fattest country in the world, but Evansville, Indiana, at one point,
was the most
fattest city in the
obese
world. The most,
city.
or in the country.
In the country.
But if you're in the fattest country in the world and you're the fattest city in that country, I'm guessing you're the fattest city in the world.
Yeah, why not, right?
And man, and I ain't trying to be a hater, but you look around where we live, most people are a little fluffy.
Yeah.
Most people are a little fluffy. But
I've seen shirts that say I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
That's right. That comes from Gabriel and he's fluffy. That's what his name. Yeah. They call him Fluffy. But now let me say this in our town, Evansville, Indiana's defense. It's that we don't have usually really comfortable weather. It's either balls hot or freezing cold. So there is a big portion of the year that people are like, well, I'm going to sit in here and eat.
Yeah.
And be sedentary and not really go out and do stuff. because I remember literally a couple of weeks ago, like sweating, sweat rolling down me.
And here we are.
The high today is 28.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're not getting into like the negative 50, but when it's like that, and then like you look at the forecast next week, it's like 30 degrees, 25 degrees, 27 degrees, 28 degrees, 50 degrees. It just hops up and down. Now the 50-degree weather won't be bad, but it's definitely not good for, here's something. Have you ever heard, let me ask you it this way. Was your mom a mother, either one of you, who was like, I knew that was coming. I thought about it. But the kind of mother that was like, don't go out with a wet head, you'll get sick. Oh, it's too cold, you're going to catch cold. But I've heard scientifically weather and temperature has nothing to do with sickness.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And of course, that was a big thing growing up.
Yeah. And I think the reason they equate it to it is because the colds, I guess that certain things do thrive in the cold weather, like the flu or whatever it is. But I read a thing today where they were like, this is going to be a bad flu season and less people than ever are getting vaccinated. Well, yeah, dude, I never get a flu shot. Do you know that there are countless numbers of strains of flu?
Yeah.
And they guess and they miss it like... Can we Google what's the percentage of times that they miss the flu strain for the vaccine?
They got it right this year.
Did they get it right this year?
Yeah. I get it every year.
Do you?
Yeah. I was forced to do it for the longest. And the first time I missed it, which was the year before last, I got the flu because I didn't get my shot.
Really?
Well,
so
I'm not going to say because I didn't get my shot. I didn't get the shot and I got the flu.
It just coincided.
Out of my 50 years, I've had the confirmed flu, once. Now, every time we get sick, we say, I got the flu.
Yeah.
The flu is a very specific thing.
Right.
To be honest. The main types, we know it's A, B, C, and D. And we know that B's the bad one, right? B's the respiratory one, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But how much do they actually, hit it? I don't think they hit it very often.
I don't think so.
How do they know they already hit it this year?
Because nobody coming in.
So they're saying, oh, we must have got it.
Yeah.
Because the flu's not running very rampant.
Yeah. When I went and did my labs, because I'm owed, they were talking about, they're like, yeah, we must have got it right this year because nobody's coming into the, ER or to the physician saying, oh, I'm sick.
Are we already into that place where it would be
That's
going?
my question. When is the quote-unquote flu season start?
It's sometime in October.
Okay.
I think we start, like all of our places start, giving us the shots around the first week of October, second week of October.
Yeah, but here's my other question, though. Because, man, they still try to play this COVID thing, dude. How many of the people actually do have the flu and they're coming home told they have COVID? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Because
I'll never be given that shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But even though I know.
I had to do it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I worked at the hospital.
Yeah. No, I know. So many people were forced to do it. Yeah. I think that was a travesty, man.
It was.
They should not be able to force something like that, a drug into anybody. But I know a person right now who works with a person who called in or whatever or said, oh, I tested positive for COVID. It's like.
Recently?
Yeah. It was today.
Oh.
So, but that's what I'm saying though. How much of that's not really COVID? It's just the flu. Because I'm gonna be honest, I thought that's all that. Man, I don't know. I'm torn. I don't want to say COVID wasn't real because it was real, but it was just another flu variant.
It still is real.
Yeah,
but it's not as bad as the flu now. It's so diminished now that you can still get it.
Isn't that funny though? How they were? It was just. Oh, it's never going to be the same. This is the new normal.
It's a tragedy.
COVID's going to run forever, and anybody who gets it has a chance of dying. Now, we did get COVID. I never tested positive for COVID. I tested positive for the antibodies, which means you had it at one point. But we knew we had it because of the one crazy symptom that it has, the no smell thing. I never lost my taste, but I lost my smell. Other than that, I had a very, very slight cold. That was it. One of my sons, same thing. Literally, I was like, I was like, here, this is the COVID test in our home. Laura was a little worse of a cold, not bad, lost her smell. Sam, he was the worst with it. He got a pretty, I would say, a mid-grade cold, couldn't smell. I was refusing to say I had it. So the way I tested, this is the COVID test we took, is we always keep minced garlic, a jar of minced garlic in the refrigerator. And dude, it'd knock your brains out if you get down in it. And so I got down in it and smelled it. Nothing. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So then Trevor was like, I don't have nothing. He's like, I'm not sick at all. He's like, I'm fine. I was like, let's just test you. Take a pull off this thing right here. And he was like, oh, I got nothing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
COVID. Didn't even get sick. Non-symptomatic. Only symptom he had was that.
Yeah.
Travis wouldn't even take a test. Swore up and down, that's fake, and I don't got it.
Yeah.
So he was stubborn about it. You know what's funny though? It's like how much of his mind thinking that way kept him from him from being any symptoms.
If I got COVID, I did not know it, and I know Sarah had it.
Sarah's had it like 8 times.
Sarah's had it 27 times. Yeah. No, she did get it, and she's not one to sit down or you know what I mean, or rest very much. And when she had it, she was in bed a couple days. But so like I said, but even during that time, if I got it, I did not know that I had it.
Yeah, man.
I think I got it the year before. Like we got really sick, I guess, in 2019.
Okay,
like
let me tell you
November.
what. I did around Christmas. I don't know if you remember this. Right before they announced it and it happened, which was like February, in December, I at the Christmas Eve service, I was literally almost passing out at the end of my sentences. I was so sick.
Yep.
I did what Brian do, which is nothing. Bounce back. But it lasted like 2 weeks. So I think I had it at the very first beginning of it too, Producer Rick. I really did.
Got it, and then then that was it.
Yeah, and then after that,
then we were cured.
Yeah,
we had it. We had the antivirus in our system.
There you go.
Yeah, once you get the antibodies, man. Yeah. And then they try to tell everybody, well, they don't last. It's like, but I love that part because once I knew I had the antibodies in me and I had just tested and they were like, yeah, you're not going to get it right now. Dude, I started hooking people up. I would go into their homes and take them food and all that. I didn't have to, they'd be like, well, just drop it off the porch. We don't want you to get sick. I was like, I'm immune. And I never got sick again.
Yeah.
I took food to several people that had it. Went in their homes. I was not afraid of it. I would interact with them. I didn't avoid touch or anything like that. Never had another symptom, and I haven't since. Yeah. And maybe the antibodies have worn off by now. I don't really know if that's that's the one thing about healthcare is it's built around so many lies to keep you reliant on having a balance on owing money. It's crazy. They do it, and they do it with everything, man. Like here's this thing, man, that the GOP slid in the in that new CR, man, is they're reversing things in that Farm Act that's reducing THC products that were used as medicine for people. But who did that's Mitch McConnell, a Republican. And if you go look, guess who lobbies for him? Guess who's the biggest people who support him?
I'm sure it's like
big alcohol.
Big alcohol.
Yeah.
So and
he's got all kinds of bourbon buddies.
And if you look at the studies and stuff of it, when even now we'll go even to and I'm not promoting anything, but even when you go into like recreational marijuana use, they say when in places that it's legal, alcohol sales have plummeted because people didn't do it because it's illegal. And a lot of people feel like it's safer. They don't. So I don't know. That's everybody's own opinion. But I do know this. It's not illegal because it's some dangerous drug. It's illegal because they're trying to keep the alcohol people rich. Because
it goes even deeper than that. It goes back to Vietnam War and like the race riots and everything. They actually made LSD and psilocybins all illegal to be able to go in and stomp that out.
Yeah.
And never changed it.
Well,
never changed it back. That was Lindenborough and all that.
Yeah, and now you're getting into where dude, our military, but conducted so many twisted experiments and things on our guys, man.
Oh, that whole then you're starting getting into MK Ultra.
Yeah, man, where they're trying to breed these super soldiers, and so now they're replaced. Now they don't do that. Now we got the uprise of the robots, baby. That's what's going to happen.
Did you see China?
No, what they do? They got a whole army of them.
They released thousands of them, and they're all going around their borders, and they're going to be. So instead of a wall, they've got robots for people, immigrants coming across their borders, to tell them where they needed to go. Robots.
Wow.
Walking,
Is
standing.
it to keep? Is it also to keep them from coming in?
Oh, I would imagine, because how strong they are about keeping their laws. Like they're strict.
You know what? I can't. Obviously, I'm not a proponent of China, but maybe we should follow that same protocol.
Yeah.
Let's keep our laws.
Yeah. Just not Terminators though.
We go, not Terminators.
Right.
No, but we go crazy for a wall, and for demanding that people have the correct paperwork. Man, I seen a real smart guy the other day literally say that, and this makes me mad because what he did literally was call me a racist, right? Me, a racist? I've never had a racist bone in my body. I've got my favorite human being is not white, right? Besides my wife and all that. But, my grandbaby is a mixed grandbaby. Dude. For people to say stuff like this, especially this person saying something like Trump didn't reignite racism in the United States, he just made all the racists feel comfortable in being one. And I was like, wow, man, dude, this come from a friend of some, and it's just like, are you kidding, man? Why would you say that? It's awful. And then here I am. TDS. I'm not going to be political.
TDS.
But then the current dude. Have you noticed how left wing our local media is becoming?
Oh yeah, it's been that way for a minute. I think.
I can't believe it. The Courier and Press are going against this church somewhere in Evansville that allowed the Republican Party to host an event there, like, probably didn't rent it, but they probably said, yeah, you can use our facility to do that. It's conservative. That's what we are. We're conservative because we're Christians. Yeah. 99% of Christians are going to be conservative. The 1% that aren't conservative say they're Christians, probably aren't Christians. Bam. And anyway, well, in name, but not in deed. But anyway, so they're trying to say that churches should now be taxed. Same person said that in a comment. So I thought, you know what? I've been saying I'm not going to do it. It must have been the good Lord helping me, because I went and I pulled all these pictures of Biden and Kamala and the Democrats speaking in churches during the campaigns. And I went to post them, hit post, and it said, Courier and Press is not allowed photo post on this. Like, oh man! But it literally shoots down their entire argument or whatever it is. It's like, are you kidding me? You've got all this proof. You got Kamala Harris going into church, changing her accent to whatever race church it is. You know what I mean? And
that's racist.
Yeah, absolutely. She's stereotyping them and trying to sell herself on them. And that's just be genuine, man. And then here are these people who, like I said, are legitimately smarter than to say the things they're saying. And and it's hurtful, man, because, that felt personal to me. The racist one felt personal to me. Don't call me a racist. I'm not a racist.
Did that person say that on a post of yours?
No, but they just posted it.
Okay.
And I know right now they're sore at me.
Oh, okay.
So it just seemed like something. It felt like a jab.
It felt like
a stab.
And
that's okay. Jab me, stab me. I guess it is what it is. But I don't know if you'll happen to see this clip. But if you do, you're a coward on Facebook, and what you said was a complete lie. So there you go, big boy.
All right.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. That will be one of the shorts that gets posted.
True story.
True story.
Man. So I'm sorry, man, but
that's good. Good reference.
Like I said, I've gone away from it, and I don't talk about it at all on social media, and I try to scroll by them. But man, when you start getting personal and doing stuff like that because of your brain rot, man, it's really hard to ignore. It's hard to let go. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus.
Oh, man. You took it way back.
I did.
Yeah, I don't know. But, and then, I don't know. It's just, it's all lies that they're feeding our kids and our youth and everything else. So, I don't know. Yeah. But I know that, I know this, the conservatives better get together on this affordability issue or it's going to be bad, you know, because people don't see. And what they're saying now is that America, that pre-COVID economy will never exist again. But my question is, why not?
Right.
Because if it's the retailers and the sellers of goods keeping it from being that way, then that needs to be regulated, you know?
Yeah.
And not regulated in such a way. I mean, capitalism's great, but it needs to be regulated to where, well, it is. Isn't price gouging supposed to be illegal?
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've seen and been a victim of price gouging.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I got evacuated from Gulf Shores, Alabama one time for a hurricane, and going down. This was a long time ago. I think gas on our way down there was probably $2 a gallon, if that, probably sub $2 a gallon. And dude, it was like $6 on the way home.
Yeah,
a gallon. Now, their prices had not went up.
No.
And what they say is, well, but it's going to. But it ain't yet.
And that was still the same petroleum in that ground
that you were pumping the day before.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
And so, man.
Depends on when that was. Might not have been pumped. Might have been imported.
Yeah, it probably was imported. It was. I can tell you when it was. It was Katrina, bro. That's at least 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was, what, 05?
Was that Bush?
It was Bush.
05, yeah.
It was Bush. So I guarantee it was getting imported.
Yeah. Because
Bush, he's a rhino. He is definitely a rhino. He is a, he hates the MAGA Trump movement.
Yeah. He's a warmonger.
Well, but his whole family is in bed with the Middle Eastern oil producers. Do you know one of the Bush's biggest business partners was Osama bin Laden?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because Dick Cheney owned all the oil over here. Well, he was the president of Halliburton.
Yeah.
Well,
crazy, right?
He ain't no more.
No, he's not. Ouch. Too soon.
Not going to lie, I didn't have no love lost for that guy, especially after this last election cycle with his daughter and what she tried to do with January 6th, which is the biggest fraud of all time. It cracks me up. And then now, there's these senators that are telling our U.S. military not to obey orders given by Trump.
I hope they actually
charge him with sedition, man.
Court-martial.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah, me too. I think Hegseth will.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's retired, so he can be brought back in and
be instantly thrown back into active duty.
Yep.
Court-martialed and put in the brig. Yep, absolutely, man. And that's what should happen to him. That's exactly what should happen to him. Dude, they literally made videos to our soldiers who some of them soldiers don't, and they're listening to these so-called leaders tell them they don't have to obey unlawful orders from Trump. Let me tell you something. He's the commander-in-chief. If he gives the order, besides saying, hey, I want you to go in a city and kill all the city, like that's not what it is. They're talking about these drug boats. They're talking about, going in and helping clean up these cities that are crime-ridden. It's sedition. Yep. And to me,
it's awesome. The seditious six.
It's almost
he comes up with some of the greatest things.
What makes it what makes it treason instead of sedition? Because it's got to be on the line. It's got to be close.
It's got to be close. I mean, you would have to turn against the government and like Civil War type stuff.
Because you know what? Sedition is punishable by prison sentences. Treason.
That's your life.
That's punishable by death.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyranny.
Yeah. And man, that's what they're trying to push though. They
don't want to though. Like I don't care what they think. Everybody that's on the right would steamroll. It wouldn't even be like a real civil war. It wouldn't be. And here's the thing about the right. The right's quieter. Remember what you started this out with? Watch out for the quiet man.
You got to watch
That's
out for
right.
the quiet guy in the
Watch
corner.
out for the quiet ones. Oh, good call, producer Rick. I didn't even think about bringing that back around. It is, and you don't see it. Like honestly, I don't get on social media and literally have to scroll past conservatives saying crazy stuff. It's all the left, and like I said, and I'll say it again. Some of these people are people I genuinely love and think, what are you thinking? How did your brain get cracked? Like, what is it that they did in the last 4 years before this one? What is it that sold you on that? What, he undid all the auto pen stuff. He's like, it's all null and void. He's like, none of it counts. Because I guess they've looked and they've studied and they've seen that there are very strict protocols for pardons and for executive orders, and it has to be hand signed, I guess, by the president of the United States. And then you have all this stuff. Man, here's the thing, though, and I promise I haven't been watching a lot. This is just from the skimming stuff, like just seeing things. How has the Epstein stuff just gone silent?
That's a good question.
Yeah. And so now what are they doing? Now they're going after Patel and Bongino and saying that the FBI is in shambles. And if Kash Patel really did this, it is kind of, they say he's really vain. So I guess when he got to the Charlie Kirk shooting into the Utah airport, he was like, I guess he had forgotten his tactical FBI jacket, and he would not get off the plane until they brought him one. So then and it had to be his right size. The only person there that had one was a female. She sent it to him, and then he said no. Then he refused to get off the plane until they brought him patches that he wanted. And decorated FBI agents had to remove their patches and give them to him before he would get off the plane.
Really?
Now, dude, that's ridiculous.
It is.
Come on, man.
I don't know what to think about him.
I know.
Bongino I like, but Patel, I think he's probably shouldn't be where he's at.
Yeah, I think he's got good.
And look, that's one of ours, and I'm
No, absolutely.
I can say it.
Yeah,
I can say it.
Yeah. Oh, I can say it too.
Well, there again, man, what's wrong with stating the opinion of how you feel?
I hate to even say he's one of ours.
Yeah.
He's a conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me say this though. He's loyal to Trump. Now, a lot of people say that shouldn't matter, this and that shouldn't be that way. But in Donald Trump's defense, he in his inexperience in his first term, he picked people who weren't loyal, and every one of them turned on him. And so, man, you got to give the guy a little leeway on making sure he picked people that he felt was going to, stay on his side.
I mean, wouldn't anybody do that?
And not turn on
Right.
him.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Doesn't everybody do that?
Well, you should.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But
It was
but
proven that those people that turned on him were creating fake scenarios. I mean, they tried to put him under with no truth to anything.
they literally made it up, got it approved, put it out to the media.
And that's
now
how everybody's brainwashed.
And now all this other, but now the truth comes out. Why don't they understand and say, "Oh man, I can't believe they did that"? It's because they still watch all that left wing crap and the left wing media. That's the thing. Why is our media one side or the other? Even Fox. Fox is ridiculously right.
Yeah.
They're as guilty as the other one.
I think it's
just the other way.
I think it depends on who is the parent company, who owns that particular news source. What happened to the days of we talked about, like Walter Cronkite?
Walter Cronkite, yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
we're literally giving you the truth, man. That's
Yeah.
what the media is
That's
supposed
what
to
it
do.
is.
Supposed to give you the truth.
There's no slant here.
That's why people are turning to podcasts.
Yeah.
Because podcasters, we like, even though we may not know every single fact about every single thing, we look at it from both sides and we try to figure out, like you said, producer Rick, we're obviously conservative in our belief system, but we'll call out bad on our side and hopefully it's corrected. Mm-hmm. I'll say, man, Trump talked a big game about lowering prices, man. And so far his tariffs, see, here's what people don't understand. Them tariffs are bringing in a ton of money to the country, but they're doing nothing for the citizens, right? They're, in fact, the corporations are turning it into something. The corporations are gouging. I told you, even our coffee people the other day put a tariff fee on our coffee for the church. Costco suing the Trump administration over the tariffs. Do you see that?
No,
Yeah, that come out today.
Man, I hope they don't raise the price of the hot dog, the $1.50 hot dog.
no
Yeah,
kid.
no doubt. Well,
be
yeah,
upset.
yeah, they're gonna put. That'd be really funny too if they put. So them hot dogs are USDA 100% beef hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
If they raise prices on those for tariffs, that's a complete
That's a sham.
falsehood. It's
Yeah.
a sham.
Yeah.
It's a way for them to add more profit to themselves. And it's what they do. And here's the other thing. Their profits are so high, Hey, guess what? I know you really like your CEO, but if your prices are so high and you need to cut it, hey, why don't we take him down from 123 million to 50 million a year? I bet he'll still survive,
I don't know.
So
How
they
would you
talk,
how do you survive on $50 million a year?
dude. Can you? That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Here's what I do know. If you haven't done it yet, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Another big thing that you can do is comment on the video. I read every comment and we reply to every single one of them. We want to hear what you think, good or bad. You believe me, some people taking me up on that.
True story.
So, one more time, click subscribe, click like, click the notification bell. I'll put a little thing right here you can look at. It won't be clickable, but it reminds you, push the button, smash the button, smash the like. Jimmy, once again, we've come to the end of this wonderful hour that we get to spend together every single week. And somebody needs to tell our audience goodbye.
Well, bye.
That went off the rails.
True story.